Happy Sunday, folks. Well, here we are. You know, it sure feels like spring outside. Andy even agrees. Wow. But it's like warm, it's dripping. You can see the ice is falling. We don't have any of those groovy icicles that we had before. But we are supposed to get like between 7 and 9 inches of snow this afternoon. It's coming. So I'll be plowing later on. Going to eating some food at a place named German Asparagus, or Asparagus in German. This is Andy. Look at her. Oh, silly little lady. Oh, such a good girl. Little nose rubs. Bye. Bye. Oh yeah, so we got some tunes. We got the new one. We got the newer ones. We got the not so old ones. And then we got the old ones. Then we have the elders. Actually, we may not have any elders in this elders. I don't think so. But I've been working on a new song. I haven't even got it finished yet. I've got like the first verse, half of the chorus, second verse written. Just starting to throw chords into the not the tangent, that would have been kind of weird. The tango. The tango. The titillation. Oh, here goes Sirius. Don't mess up any of my cameras. You can get through. Yeah, you were still in there when we set up. So I set up right next to his kennel. So like, then he just doesn't go in the kennel while I'm recording, but he didn't want to get out this morning. He's like, I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping and you give me some space. So now he's out. He's a ruckusin. A ruckusin. That's okay, we love ruckus. Cause we like to have fun around here. No one's gonna do it for us. Trees grown from the roofs of project housing. For the concrete and the litter to call the space down below ground level. Observation of Bronx razor wire. Observation of Bronx razor wire. From the 95 support of chain link fences. Holding the bedrock there for safekeeping. Past Moreau Abbey Bridge. See a single blade from a ceiling fan hogging what's left of the shoulder. Left to Queens, right homewards Albany. Left to Queens, right homewards Albany. Of the capital region, which surely doesn't count. Empire title died as the Adirondacks weathered down, sharing makeup with the moon, longing loudly in that faint soul. Yeah. be sad. A few drinks a day, back down to none. Head on crash withdrawal symptoms. Let my heart and liver lost, hereditary, table toss, personification, stepping stone, organ sad and chilled my bones. And my woman's sweater is cold when I'm left it unworn. You're my favorite flower mug, thirsty in the cupboard. My houseplants all laugh when the sun breaks up in a cloud. My Letterman friends are proud of me and I'm always making more. Someone they love, think this pays and feel this down. The most supportive monoceros I have ever formally met for 12 dollars at the flower stand. Bamboo crosses I hold his hands. My woman's sweater is cold when I'm left it unworn. You're my favorite flower mug, thirsty in the cupboard. My houseplants all laugh when the sun breaks up in a cloud. My Letterman friends are proud of me and I'm always making more. My woman's sweater is cold when I'm left it unworn. You're my favorite flower mug, thirsty in the cupboard. My houseplants all laugh when the sun breaks up in a cloud. My Letterman friends are proud of me and I'm always making more. Yeah, very beginning of that song, I looked over and I realized that Andy was just going to town. She's making biscuits. She's kneading bread. She's doing the kitty cat little, oh, the good stuff. And you know, I looked over at the end of the song. She's still doing it. Sirius is lounging about on the Ottoman. He's the emperor of the Ottoman Empire. He is said empire. Emperor. His head hangs limply over the side, staring down at the deep void of his mother's fuzzy slipper. Speak to me, oh fuzzy slipper. But yeah, I got all the plow prepped yesterday. I made sure all the contacts and the electronical parts were good and lubricated with dielectric grease. I made sure that all the hydraulic parts were top fluidized with hydraulic fluid. I think we're ready to go. So I do all that so we don't get any snow. It happens, man. Preparation is the first way to get something not to happen. You know, it's when you're unprepared that the earth quakes. And yes. I also played a lot of landlord this morning. I had one of our tenants send me a message. They needed a door unlocked and if I could do a favor after I had the door unlocked. I'm like, yeah, that's no big problem, of course. And then I realized that the one key I had in my chain for what I thought fit that door was not it. So then I had to go through 36 other keys that I keep for various doors and vehicles and boxes and contraptions and everything that may need keys. Some keys for vehicles I sold, and I'm like, you know what, that was a cool looking key. So it was easy to sort out once I got through it, but when I got to the bottom of the stack and tried the possible ones in the door, it didn't work. I'm like, hey, you're gonna have to group down on here anyways and unlock that door and give me a second key. And it's just the way it be being a landlord. And I could, you know, use my technical skills I picked up from video games such as Fallout, Skyrim, and I could have got that door open. Fret not. But that's not the way you do things. They say. That's probably the second time we've done Silly Sorrow on this. It was nice. That was nice. It was fun hitting the... It's really nice that's all I got to say. This one we've done, I think, once too. This one's going to be a doozy. I got to get some water, not just tea. I twinked my thumb a little bit. Tweaked it. Or the muscle, the fat down here. I was walking around where I keep all my recording stuff, which included like 5 or 6 stands, which are all what this is being recorded on now. One camera, guitar stand, music stand, other camera stand, bigger, taller guitar stand that I put a light onto, and I was trying to get around them and pet the cat. I kind of slipped on Sirius's placemat, which is not really a mat, but like a cot. And I stopped myself on something. I janked it. I just janked it. So, but we're doing fine. No hesitations. All right, back to songs. I talked too long in the beginning of the last set. I think we got 10 songs done. No, we got them all done. I just didn't talk the last set. I'm talking about Wednesday's set. I'm gonna play on, and then I'll tell you about the case I ordered for this. Mishaps. Bending the rules of a typical bender. Days to weeks, now it's a year and a half week. Glass bottles clink and I was face first in the ocean. Seeing several minds bob just beneath the surface. Length by the burn marks on the backs of my hands. Washing my hair with grandpa's pine tar. Rinsed it out with apple cider vinegar. Though the smell, it makes me nauseous. Convoluted way to say helping you still helps me. Making a simple link with the creosote of the wood stove pipe. Add some flood water and it goes black, like the blood blister on my right pointer finger. Writing a ransom letter to myself, a hostage kept until we reach self-accountability. I can turn a flower back to ash, when all the to-dos have become to done. Whoa, wow, wow. What a convoluted way to say helping you still helps me. There's always room for two on the beginning Yeah. Yeah, all right. It's easier to play on this guitar. I don't know that it sounds better or worse than the Martin, but the Martin's just a little bit wider. So for me to play the... It's a little more condensed. So speaking of proportions in this guitar, so when you have a child that starts to learn how to play guitar, not always a child, or someone of smaller stature too, you can get what is called a 3/4. It's 3/4 of the size of normal acoustic classical guitar. So I'm like, well, it's not a 3/4. I know that much. So let's get a 4/4. Let's get a 1/4. Let's get 4 quarters. I think that's what this is. Well, what I learned is this guitar. I'm going to show you the proportions of 4 quarters. It's going to stop right here. And you're like, but Joseph, there's another inch or so of guitar. And yeah, there is. So this is probably more accurately a 5 quarters. And you're like, improper fraction, it's just dripping out of your ear. But this is more like a 40 and a half inch or 41 inch, maybe a little over. And I guess a typical 1/4, 4/4 is about 40 inches of guitar. And it's just interesting. So I got one case. I'm like, I want to have a nice case for this, so it doesn't just live in the void. Before I had like a very, very thin, nasty plastic case for it that it came with. Let's get some little heavier duty that I'll feel comfortable bringing it up to my mother's or upside when we do outside socials. And yeah, I got here yesterday, the day before. Too small, man. That's okay. A new one is ordered. But even nicer one, a little hard shell. Keep this thing safe. Put a little more time into it. You gotta restrain it. That's the next thing soon. This beauty's getting restrung. Which is not as easy as doing an acoustic string, like a steel string acoustic. That there's just these big metal balls that stop it from sliding through. This you got to tie these. Actually, let's do it right over here. I don't know that you can see this, but you got to braid them into these little knots and hope that they hold. You hope that they hold. Never visited a grave, and I know I never will. So in life, I appreciate until I'm sure you suffocate. Walking up the gravel drive to my folks are home. That's the past castle. What's on its best road? Let's compare child choice. You have a roof over your head. Built a bridge and smashed the spine. Well, she fell at burning it down. I smashed the full maternal line. The suffix dies with mine. Nice. Well, that's a raised a monster for the ages. That was nice. That's quite nice, I do reckon. Water. Water. Yeah. So how's everyone feeling? How we doing? How's everyone? Are they just double plus good? Are they double plus bad? Well, either way, I'm here. Hello. Say hello. It's a Sunday. You can chat and chat. I don't know. We're gonna flip this. Maybe it's gonna be this way. When I'm looking at you, guitar's never facing that. Yeah, that's all right. Go over in the chat over here. Hey, gabagool. Bring salted meats. Yum 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 yum. Lots of nitrates. And cheese. It's a quick way to this guy's tummy. But yeah, I appreciate you all. Thanks for everyone who checked out this week. Checked out the new demo, albeit, and yeah, you guys have been rocking that one. Thank you. For those on the newsletter, you would have caught a new newsletter that got sent out a day or so ago, yesterday morning. Yeah, what else has been going on this week? I cut some sapphire. Been cutting sapphire from the great state of Montana. I haven't been in a while. I don't know how great it is right now. It could be meh. Times I went, it was pretty far out. I was way up in the mountains. Didn't really have to deal with anyone, so I guess I couldn't really tell the environment of people. The environment of environment was decent. So they said it couldn't go collect dinosaur eggs where they'd found them before. I'm like, brother, but I know they're down there. Mary's my first wife. Praise implies another one, but not for my life. Leave me alone to die like a swan on the horse. Mother collecting iron, so propping open doors and stabbing bullets on, flattening chipmunk skulls as an awful child. For my friends, they seem to die every day. If you'd be a new one, I'd happily be yours too. As for my friends, they seem to die every day. If you'd be a new one, I'd gladly be yours too. As though I'll cry at any minute, straight marrow, left twice and spit in it. Grinding, taking tablespoons of bourbon each night. Let's pin this all together, split hairs and count twice. Seems like the turtle side can also play on nights. Pick and choose your family views, I'll sit here all night. That was scratching chair until it's time to move into tea drinking. Foot shuffle into. Sad one is not a need, but a symptom of grief. I wish my dad was alive again, so I can see him die. Before I let that happen, I'd be sure he finished the shit he didn't. I can no longer count on my right hand all my friends who died and were considered young. From a playful overdose to a sorrowful self-legend. More time to laugh, but dismount. I'm getting pretty okay at the blind throw a harmonic at it. Just go, whoop-ah. It's been a lot of fun. Every time I do it, little Joseph is just like, wow, look at him go. Sitting there with my piece of shit little guitar up in my bedroom. Tea is delicious, thank you. Mm-hmm. What is it, Morning Thunder?
Yeah.
Mistaking that's for a couple lonely sheep through lead painted walls, pace, count down to zero, yeah. Dozen boy breath cracks ribs as you nuzzle my chest, as is traditional. Still awake to fall asleep tired. Sleep along a few minutes too long. Take it for a walk anyway. Pass the spigot on and store on your side up. Catherine Hills, yeah, yes. Finding lifted green asbestos tiles, matching mono peppered hot sauce. One externally, then leave that lock to the slightly more naive. My wife reminds me of its mutated beauty. Still find fun, morphological anomaly. So this is what they mean by pleasures in the little things. Oh. Finding lifted pum 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 ram pum pum ram pum pum. Sleep my long a few minutes too long. Take it for a walk anyway. Pass the spigot on and start on your side up. With Teflon tape it doesn't leak, yes. Finding lifted green asbestos tiles, matching mono peppered hot sauce.
Yeah, that was fun. Weed penny into peripheral. And then we are pausing to hydrate. We're going to go right into the next Slash song, not featuring Slash. But you know, like a backslash. I did the same thing I did last time. I never switched my lyric sheet. It's beautiful.
The last tobacco kiss in my pack before I quit and start again. Lay up to my pillage to quell the urge for a mongrel pilgrimage. doesn't grow from all it is. It can come chlorophyll at a time like this, when all I really need is a punctual pharmacist. I'm scare-free, and she suggests this interrupted sleep can bode well. It'll affect your mood and your mental health, taking the dirt, depression, and maybe all. I can see my breath in the living room, tending a fire from the couch. We don't freeze to death with the smallest sliver of sun engulfs the wooden floor. I take up supine and go to synthesize some more. Snowpack so deep I hear the trains whistle from 12 miles away, sing so clear. Some say I'm weaker than their projected self. Metabolism and tolerance speak for themselves. Up till 3, and she suggests this interrupted sleep can bode well. It'll affect your mood and your mental health, taking the depression and maybe all.
Yeah. Alright, before I forget. Before I be all forgotten. Let that loud truck go by. Dun, 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 dun. I hadn't gotten back to sitting down with this song and just trying to rememorize, no, I should just say memorize all the lyrics, because I automatically jumped into a new song. And so yeah, I had been occupied my playing time elsewhere, but hey, we'll get back. I will memorize this one. I'm pretty close. I'm at the point where as long as I have the first line of the verse, I got the rest of it. It's just remembering the first 4 lines. Well, first singular lines of 4 separate things. First lines. Therefore. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to change the name of the song. Maybe that's going to be the name. I'm going to change the name of the song.
I'll fill you metal with colored broken love. I'll pick you the flowers of your own. I'm gonna soak the rose and mix the color. Every day we meet, I'll give her a sweet flora. I'm gonna soak the rose and mix the color. Every day we meet, I'll give her a sweet. Any day she weeps on a person sweet. On a wee wake, I'll give it a sweet flora. Yeah. down and down. Build you up these lovely walls to lay your roof on down, 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 down. I'm just sowing raw eggs and mix of color. Every day we need to give her a sweet of flora. I'm just sowing raw eggs and mix of color. Every day we need to give her a sweet. Any day she weeps some post sweet. When we wake up, give her a sweet of flora. Give it a sweet of flora. On scale 3, I'd see suggest this interrupted sleep and cold well. It'll affect your mood and your mental health. Take me to depression and hang me on. Okay. Yeah, that was fun. We sandwiched that sucker. So that was a suite of flora into albeit into a suite of flora. Actually, it was an albeit into suite of flora into albeit into suite of flora into albeit. As I look outside, it is snowing, ever so slightly. The snow is coming. Yeah, so there's some tunes. And yeah. Trying to think. I feel like there's stuff we. Friday, March 13th, Plattsburgh, New York. Right, stone's throw from the Great Lake of Champlain. It's not actually a great lake, but it is great, and it is a lake. I'm playing a show. I'll be at the Coffee Cat. Come and say hi. Come drink some coffee, drink some tea. They got the stuff with the big old paintballs floating down at the bottom of them. And you're supposed to swallow them. Salamander eggs. I don't really know what the boba stuff is, but people like it. I've got textural issues with stuff like that. Maybe old heebie-jeebies, ishkamberbers. So I won't, but you should. And yeah, they got good snacks there. You can go right next door. You can go to the bookshop. You can get a bunch of books. Go downstairs. That's where all the old stuff is. As soon as you get down a few steps, you smell. You smell just the old book take over you. And that's great. I always go flipping through. Some of them are alphabetized, some aren't. You just gotta you gotta go to it. You just gotta live it. You gotta become the book. So that's what I plan on doing before the show. But yeah, it's at 3 o'clock. Again, 13th of March, Plattsburgh, New York. If you're in New York, make the drive. I'm driving up. I'm going to be making the Mecca. If you're in Vermont, get on the ferry. It goes to just above Plattsburgh. And come down and say hello. But until then, if you didn't get the newsletter, sign up still. You can get that on my website. I've got to figure that out. They've changed what I do. Like normally, you should get a welcome email and get sent the last email I sent out. But one of those it's not doing now because I'm not paying them more money. I don't know. Silly stuff. Capitalists. But until next time, I'll see you folks on Wednesday for you Patreon aficionados. And otherwise, I'll be back next Sunday. And I appreciate you so much. What can we do silly today? We like to have fun around here. No one's gonna do it for us. Trees grown from the roofs of project housing, for the concrete and the litter to call the space down at ground level. Observation of Bronx razor wire. Observation of Bronx razor wire.